everyone, this is Kasia Planarista 101. So as you can tell from the title, today we are going to be talking about Getting Things Done Method by David Allen. It's actually a whole book. So again, the book is Getting Things Done. It's the Art of the Stress-Free Productivity by David Allen. This book is really great. It's I have incorporated some parts of this book into my planning, not all of it, because this is super detailed and not everybody needs every single detail. So I think what Mr. Allen was trying to do is give people something to pull in and out of whatever you might need and go from there. So that's exactly what I did. And this is just a quick reference that I actually keep in my planner as I do this. So the way this works is you have stuff and it goes in your inbox. So let me show you. So this is my inbox. I created one just to show you guys because the one I use on normal basis is very private. So you have your inbox, and once a week or whenever you have stuff to do, you sit down and put everything that's in your brain here. So let's keep going. So I have homeowner's exemption, the curtain rod. I want to put my curtain rods up from the ceiling. I need to email Mitchell. I need to sell items I don't use. I need to organize my storage. I need to decorate my house for fall. Let's say I need to clean my house and make plans for dinner. Let's do that. Meal plan. So this is my master to-do list, or also called inbox and the Getting Things Done method. So I just dump everything on a page that's in my brain. And by the way, I am using the classic Vintage Botanicals, which is a monthly. I don't decorate this planner very much, pretty much at all. I just use it as lists and things and stuff on the go. So that's my inbox, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull out this page and I'm gonna start processing it. So what I mean by that is I'm going to be, so homeowner's exemption, and you ask yourself, what is it? Is it actionable? And if you say yes, which it is it planning? Is it review for action? So you kind of go down this list, or actually like this flowchart more. So it's my inbox, and then what is it? Is it actionable? Yes, it is, because I'm gonna need to file some paperwork in order for me to do my exemption. So if it is a project, you have to decide, and I have multiple categories here. So I have my personal projects, I have my work projects, which I filled out for, this is my reading lists, or like reference list. This is my daily lists. I have project planning, and I do use the Happy Planner project planning. I have my wish list, my one day maybe list, my errands list, and my shopping list. So I took quite a few pages out of here because I couldn't show you guys all of it. I can show you my personal stuff, my work stuff. Most of it is okay, but there might be a few confidential things. So I just wanted to create a new inbox that I was able to share. So this one will go under homeowner exemption, which is right here, and that was already completed. So I just mark it as completed and I cross it off. So that's done. But let's say curtain rods. So that's another thing that I need to process. So I'm processing my inbox right now. That's what it's called in the Getting Things Done method. So I'm processing, and I'm gonna put curtain rods bedroom, and then that's a personal project for my home. So obviously that's not for work, that's just for me. And I'm gonna need some help with that one, so that goes on the project list. Anything that takes longer than 2 minutes or needs extra steps, that's a project according to this getting things done method, and that's how this works. So I process this in inbox once a week. I sit down and I go through all of the things that I need to do, and I put them on respectable lists. And then as I work each week, I work through my list. So let's say email Mitchell, and if you look at this, if you say yes, what's the next action? If it's less than 2 minutes, then do it. So emailing Mitchell is really quick. So I'm just gonna whip out my phone and email Mitchell, and that can be just crossed off. We're done with that. This is complete. This is over and done with. And then we have the next list, which is sell items I don't use. So we're gonna process this and we're gonna put it on my personal project lists. And it's gonna say sell items I don't use. And that's processed, and I'm gonna go through each item until it's completely done, and then I'm gonna continue this inbox the following week. And I'm just gonna keep dumping my brain until everything is out. And then as I'm planning my week and my months, I pulled this page out, so it's my personal projects. We're gonna go to this month, which is October. Just gonna, so let's just say, because I don't want to show you guys all the stuff I'm doing on the other pages, but let's just say today is the week of the 21st. It's not, but let's just pretend it is. So this week, I'm gonna go through my personal list and I'm gonna plan what I'm gonna do each day. So let's say that's done, that's done, that's done. So I'm gonna go down that list. So we said sell the items I don't use. So I'm going to put action steps, and I'm gonna put go through items for sale. And then Tuesday, since I have a little bit of time, or even Monday, I can put post items for sale. And that is planned, and this one gets crossed off. And then curtain rods, my dad will be coming this Friday, but again, oh, so the 18th, curtain rods going up, dad. So I'm gonna cross this off because that was processed. And then I don't have to do this whole list. So I can go through the list and figure out what's the priority. Like new doors for my front is not a priority right now. So stuff like that, I'm gonna go. So these are kind of my home goals and stuff. So everything is mixed in here. So I just go line by line and I process items and I pick whatever priority, and whenever I transfer it, I cross it off, and that means that I no longer have to worry about this on this list. That means that it's scheduled, it's done, and it's over with. So that's how this method works as far as the items go. Now, so I've processed the list, I made the to-do list for the next week. She will be selling those items, so that's kind of working out pretty great. And then let's, so I need to make, so this is an actual calendar item. So making plans for dinner with friends is a calendar item. So what you do is, again, we're gonna reference this. So again, inbox, what is it? Is it actionable? Yes, we need to make plans. So what's the next action? Can you do it in less than 2 minutes? No, because we need to make plans and pick a date, so it's probably going to be a longer conversation for me. And then you delegate it. Do you delegate it? If you do, then you need to check back who you delegate it to and check back with them. If you defer it, then it's something that you're gonna do later, not right now. So that will go on my, I'm just gonna cross it off. If it's something I'm deferring, so let's say new door. I'm deferring this, so I'm gonna cross it off and I'm gonna put it on 1 day maybe list. So that's how that would work. So you know that you will do this 1 day, it's just not right now, and it's not a priority right now. So you're deferring it to a different day. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm putting it on a different list, that when I have extra cash or when I have extra time, I'm gonna go back and look at it. So once a month I go through all of my lists and kind of see what's going on. But let's say I did call my girlfriend Sylvia and I made dinner plans with her, and then if it's on a specific day and time, it goes in my calendar. So let's say, let's use this month since this already passed and I don't have to worry about it. And let's say I had planned with Sylvia, and it's gonna be on Thursday, the 19th of September. That goes straight into your calendar. So that's how all of this works. And then again, you can go line by line and you can process all of this. So I can show you again. I can go to my to-do list, which is right here, and organize storage. Let's say I don't want to do it this week, so we're skipping this and we're not even looking at this, but I want to decorate for fall and I want to do it quick and soon. So I'm gonna decorate for fall on Friday the 18th while my dad is working on my condo. So decorate for fall, and when that's here I can just cross it off, because that already has a specific time and date that I'm going to be doing it. It's already in my calendar, and that's gonna be done at one point. And we made dinners with Sylvia, so that gets crossed off. This is just how I plan. So there we go, that's how this works. And then I do something else. I also have incorporated a bullet journal method into this. So on top of doing all of these tasks, let's focus on this week. So let's transfer this to here. So let's say on Wednesday I was supposed to send wine to Nicole for her birthday, and I didn't do it. And what I do, I mark it with an arrow forward, meaning, and I put number 1 that was forwarded for the first time, and I move it down to the following day that I'm going to be doing, whether it's Sunday, Monday, whatever it might be. So that's how I'm doing it. If I'm deferring something, so let's say working on home owner's exemption. That's an example. I'm gonna be deferring it, and the arrow will be the other way, meaning that it was moved out of my schedule. So I just have symbols that I use for different tasks on top of this list. That's what I'm doing. And then with this, if I defer it, what I do, I go back to my list where it's a 1 day maybe schedule, 1 day maybe list I have, and I put it up here, and it's gonna say home owners exempt. And that means that I'm not working on this right now, but when I have some extra time, I should revisit. And again, once a month, I go through all of my lists, and once a week, I go through all of my inbox. And my inbox gets filled up the whole time. So every single day, as things come up, I'm emptying my brain. I'm constantly emptying my brain. So it's empty, so it's working for other things. So when you sit down on a Sunday to do your list, you take this inbox and you figure out, you process it, and you can put it straight into your weekly tasks, or you can divide it into projects, and then as of these projects, you can pull these pages. Again, the same thing, you would do the same thing with work, and so on and so forth. And you would incorporate this into your schedule just like I did. So you would put all of these tasks that you wanted to do that particular week into all of these days, or like up here, these days, where you just put whatever you needed to do. And then if you choose to be like me and use also the bullet journal method on top of it, you can create a key with codes with different symbols that are going to be telling you what that means. So if it's completed, it's going to be a check mark. If it's forwarded to the next day, it's an arrow forward. If it's an arrow backwards, that means it's deferred. If it's an X, it means it's no longer relevant or deleted. If it's a line through, it means it was canceled. So those are just the examples of the symbols that you could use. And that's how I have incorporated this. So I'm just gonna go back and kind of go through you guys again through this diagram so you can understand. So you have an inbox. That means that's everything that's in your brain goes onto this inbox. Also, I have a physical inbox with bills and other things. That's an inbox as well, and my email. So I have 3 inboxes that I sit and process in one sitting, one time a week. So I check my email every single day, but all of the items that don't get completed, I sit down on a Sunday morning with a cup of coffee and my planner and my laptop and my bills, and I go through all of it and organize it. And then I ask myself, what is it? Is it actionable? So let's say I have an advertisement in my inbox. So what is it? It's an advertisement. Is it actionable? Am I interested? If no, then goes to trash. If it's something that I might be using, like a coupon or something, it will go to under the possible actions. So you might want to create few folders. I also have these folders on my email as well. And then if it's something that you don't necessarily need to do anything with, but you want to save for future reference, you put it in a folder under reference, or you put it in your inbox on the email under future reference. And again, we take another piece of mail, and what is it? It's a bill. Is it actionable? Yes. What's the next action? Well, I need to pay it. Will it take less than 2 minutes? Well, yes. So I take out my laptop, I log into my bank, and I pay this bill, and I just mark it on the actual inbox as done without processing it further. So that's where it stops. It's done. It's completed. I don't need to worry about it. And then we take the next item, and let's say the parts for my curtains came in. And what is it? It's the parts for my curtains. Is it actionable? Well, yes. Can I do it in less than 2 minutes? No. Do I delegate it? Yes, I delegated, and I wait for my dad to do it. So that goes under a shelf or a folder that's delegated. So those parts will be waiting for my dad. So I put it under delegated or waiting list. And that sits until it's done. And again, once a month I go through all the lists to make sure I have all the cracks and nooks taken care of in that planner. And then let's say, what's the next item? Is buying that brand new front door that I really want for my condo to kind of make it more fashionable. Is it actionable? Yes, because I need to make a purchase. Can you do it under 2 minutes? No. Is it a project? Yes, it's a project because it's going to take multiple steps. I'm going to have to call a company and have them measure my door and pick out the door and then have it delivered and installed. So, and then what's the next action? I keep going in circles until all of the project is done. So I'm going to write out steps. I'm going to follow the steps until it's all done. And then when it's done, it gets crossed off the list. And then let's say I needed to purchase a new rug. But I decided that I don't need it right at this second. So what is it? It's a new rug. Is it actionable? Yes, because again, I need to make a purchase. Can I do it under 2 minutes? No, I cannot. And we're gonna defer it because for the time being, I don't want to spend the money, and I've decided that yes, I need it, but I don't need it as badly. So just like with that homeowner exemption, that's gonna go under my defer or one day maybe list. So that goes on that list and it sits there for another month until I go revisit and decide whether I really need that. And then next item, let's say it's a coffee with my boyfriend's mom. Is it actionable? Yes, because it's going to be a coffee date. And then is it a project? No, it's not a project. So if it's not a project, what's the next action? Can I do it in less than 2 minutes? No. Do I delegate it? No. Do I defer it? No. Is it a calendar for a specific time and date? Yes, because I'm meeting someone on a specific time and date, and that goes straight into my calendar. So this is how the getting things done work for me. Obviously, people tweak it, and I have tweaked it to kind of work to my specific needs, and I only use this in my catch-all, which is this Vintage Botanical, which is a monthly calendar, and I just do lists, and I don't really, like I said, I don't really decorate this calendar. So I have all of my bills, and then my to-do lists go up here for a specific time and dates, and then all of this is transferred into specific planners depending on what I need, so I can keep them separately and not have a big mess. And and I wanted to show you this. This is just a small envelope I keep in the front, and whenever I have a sticky note or something, I don't like sticky notes all over my planner. So if I have a sticky note, and let's say I'll put hello planner babes, and I'm gonna put dates. So today is, I always put dates on my sticky notes so I know when they were written. So today is October 7th, 2019. And then I just stick my sticky notes right in here, and I close it up, and they're neat and they're not all over my planner. Okay, so thank you so much for watching. I hope this clarifies the method a little bit for you. I'm more than happy to do another example and show you how this works. I really love this method. I've been using it with several different planners for about 4 years. Look how thick this planner is. It has so much stuff because of this method. But again, I have been using it for many years, and after, it seems confusing at first, but once you start dumping everything out of your brain, it just starts to make sense. And once it clicks, it's so great and it's so beautiful. It just works. So for me, I could never go back to planning without this method in the first place. And then on top of it, like I said, I have incorporated the bullet journal method with this, so I have double planning systems in there, so there is nothing kind of sneaking from under my watchful planning eye. So it's kind of nice to have all of those systems in place, and that has become my planner piece for sure, with both of these things going on in multiple planners and being able to run multiple businesses. So again, that's all I have for you guys today. It was a lot of stuff to cover. Thank you so much for watching. Please, please, please consider subscribing to my channel. I am still very brand new. This channel is less than 2 weeks old now, and I couldn't be more proud and excited about it. So please consider subscribing to my channel and hitting that like button if this video helped you in any way. Please leave comments down below and I'll be more than happy to explain any of these processes. And again, thank you for watching and see you soon. Bye bye.